Hello everyone. Welcome to my travel blog here in Belgium. So guys, stay tuned. Waterloo is a town south of Brussels in Belgium. It's known as the site of the final defeat of Emperor Napoleon I in 1815, south of town, overlooking the battlefield. The Lion's Mound is an artificial hill topped with a cast iron lion at each foot is a rotunda housing the panorama of the battle, a vast circular painting nearby. The memorial 1815 is an underground center illustrating the battle's historic importance. The Battle of Waterloo was fought on Sunday, 18 June 1815, near Waterloo, marking the end of the Napoleonic Wars, a French army under the command of Napoleon. The Battle of Waterloo was fought on 18 June 1815 between Napoleon's French army and the coalition led by the Duke of Wellington and Marshal Blucher. The decisive battle of each age it concluded a war that had raged for 23 years ended French attempts to dominate Europe and destroy Napoleon's imperial power forever. Although Napoleon's troops mounted a vigorous attack against the British, Wellington position along and behind a ridgetop which had negated an early offensive bombardment by Napoleon, and the afternoon arrival of the Blucher's Prussian army turned the tide against the French. The Duke of Wellington fought near Waterloo Village, Belgium. It pitted Napoleon's 72,000 French troops against the Duke of Wellington's army of 68,000, the British, Dutch, Belgian, and German soldiers, aided by 45,000 Prussians under Gebhard Leverich von Blücher. Oh my God, it's difficult to pronounce. Napoleon was defeated and he was exiled for the final time. The Battle of Waterloo was fought on Sunday, 18 June 1815 near Waterloo, at the time in the United Kingdom of the Netherlands, now in Belgium, marking the end of the Napoleonic War.
Problème technique.
Oh la 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 la. Our next destination is at Atomium Museum here in Brussels. The Atomium Brussels is one of the most famous structures in Belgium, created for the Expo 58 World Fair by Andre Waterkane. The structure is very much a product of its time, futuristic, scientific, and just a little bit strange. The Brussels Atomium was built for the 1958 Brussels World Fair and exudes the retro feel on the time. The Atomium in Brussels is quickly and full of character and a must-see if you're traveling to the city or within easy reach of a city in Belgium. We rounded up all of our best tips for visiting inside. Ayan guys, aakyat tayo doon sa Atomium na yan. So abangan nyo guys ang mga overlooking ng Belgium. The Atomium is built almost entirely of steel and weighs an outstanding 2,400 tons. The spheres are coated in aluminum but are interconnected by a steel structure. Talk about being strong. The Atomium is 102 meters, 335 feet tall, and it takes 23 seconds to reach the top with an elevator. In addition to its heritage value, the Atomium is also a cultural place. So our next destination now is we're going to Bruges. Bruges, famous Bruges. Let's go! Good morning guys! Andito tayo ngayon sa Bruges, Belgium. Ayan, guys. Dito tayo sa plaza. At iikot tayo ngayon mag-city tour dito sa plaza ng Bruges. So, ayan, Bruges. Ayan, yung pinakamataas na parang church yata yan dito sa buong Europe. So, let's go, guys! Bruges, the capital of West Flanders and northwest Belgium, is distinguished in its canals, cobbled streets, and medieval buildings. In Port Ship, Bruges is an important center for fishing and European trade, and the city center, Birds Square, the 14th century standholds. City Hall has an ornate carved ceiling. Nearby Market Square features a 13th century belfry with a 47-bell carillon and 83-meter tower with panoramic views. The once prosperous city was frozen in time. Many of the historic buildings were preserved, and the city structure is still medieval. Today, Bruges is a quiet but beautiful town. You can visit many medieval buildings, and the city has some very interesting museums. Market Square. Number 2 is climb the belfry for great views of Bruges. Stroll over the Bruges City Hall. Step inside the Basilica of Holy Blood. Take a canal cruise. Meander through Bruges Street. Pay visit to the Groningen Gem Museum. Voila. The Basilica of the Holy Blood is a Roman Catholic basilica in Bruges, Belgium. The church houses a relic of the Holy Blood allegedly collected by Joseph of Arimathea and brought from the Holy Land by Thierry of Alsace, Count of Flanders. Want to visit the Basilica of the Holy Blood? Is a 12th century chapel in the medieval town of Bruges, Belgium, which houses a revered vial containing cloth stained with the actual blood of Christ, so it is believed. It is believed the basilica is best known as the repository of a venerated vial said to contain a cloth with blood of Jesus Christ brought to the city by Thierry of Alsace after the 12th century Second Crusade. The historic center of Bruges is an outstanding example of an architectural ensemble illustrating significant stages and the commercial and cultural fields in medieval Europe. Bruges in medieval times was known as a commercial metropolis in the heart of Europe. Lalakad na tayo dito sa Bruges. At ayan, daming turista kasalubong. Hindi tayo makapaglakad ng maigi. So, samahan niyo ako, guys. Mamaya. Ciao! Why Bruges is so famous, known for its picturesque streets, stunning architecture, delicious food, and famous Christmas market. There are loads of things to do in Bruges that make it very popular holiday destination, which why so many people visit each year. Find out for yourself what makes Bruges so magical. A Bruges sightseeing excursion isn't complete without a canal tour. Boat tours typically last about 30 minutes, cruising around the historic center and passing landmarks such as the Groningen Museum, Old St. John Hospital, and Basilica of the Holy Blood. Because of its canals, Bruges is often called the Venice of the North. In the Middle Ages, the Rhine River had been turned into a network of canals that enabled the traders to bring their products to the large water holes at the market. Here in Bruges, the best way to get around Bruges is on foot. The city is small. In fact, you can walk from one end to another in about 30 minutes. Biking is the second best way to get around. There's also a bus system, but it's also useful in getting from the train station to the city center rather than for exploring the city. Why is Bruges so beautiful? Medieval buildings, romantic canals, and charming cobbled streets make Bruges in Belgium one of the most romantic destinations. But there is more to Bruges than old town charm. What is the famous street in Bruges? Not for nothing, it is among the city's world famous sites, but just turn around because Pandrijhi, with its many trees and cobblestones, has the air of an avenue. Until the end of the 18th century, a street and a canal ran here, but the canal is now gone, explaining why the street is so wide. Overall, Bruges is more memorable. The tourist zone is bigger with more to do, and the food is better. Ghent has one small area that is breathtaking, but is small and can be seen. It's about 2 to 3 hours beyond that. It's not nearly as picturesque as Bruges. Say Ghent for your second trip to Belgium.
Rechts van het brugje hebben we dan het oude begin op. Dat is dicht in 1245, geen begeintjes meer, enkel nog 6 oude Benedictijnse zusters. Right side, the old Begenich, founded in 1245. Don't have any Begans anymore, just 6 old Benedictine sisters, but a really lovely of silence and meditation. Voorop hebben we dan het blokken house, the other side is the linker flank. The water is 1 meter high. Dan hier voor ons, u wel bekend daar, de raampje boven de Maximiliaan van Oostenrijk. Daar kunt u een begeintje zien. Je ziet dan la petite fenêtre là. We dragen haar typische kapje, het wordt zo'n chapeau typique. She wears a typical hat, but this one's getting a little bit gray. Yeah, she's already 200 years old and the beggar is a kind of nun. They can't have sex, they don't reproduce. Was only leader. Oké, en rechts hebben we dan de oude huisbrouwerij. Hier waar het bier van Brugge gemaakt wordt. De Brugse Zot. Ici à droite, brasserie de Milune de halve maand. C'est ici qu'on fait la production de la bière de Bruges. De Brugse Zot, le fou de Bruges. Faut l'essayer une fois. Vraiment bien. So here on the right side, the old house brewery. It's here that we make the beer of Bruges. The Brugse Zot, the fool of Bruges. Really lovely beer. You really should try that. So we have it in blonde, brown, triple, quadruple. Now it's crazy. They even made one without alcohol. It's called the Sportzot. Based in that minute. Treasury tapestry, really nice tapestry. Also one of world's most beautiful organs. But nobody goes there because it's laying in a shopping street.
At the city center, an area of continuous settlement, the historic center of Bruges has retained the original pattern of streets and places, canals, and open spaces, a very specific skyline of towers and taller civic buildings, such as the cathedral, the belfry, and the churches, dominates the city. Known for its picturesque streets, stunning architecture, delicious food, and famous Christmas market, there are loads of things to do in Bruges that make it a very popular holiday destination, which is why so many people visit each year. Find out yourself what makes Bruges so magical. Hello guys, ito ang third day natin dito sa Bruges. Kasi yung first punta sa Brussels, second Brussels pa rin, third dito sa Bruges, Belgium. So ito ang last day natin dito sa Brussels, natin sa road trip. Relax. Ciao, ciao. So our next destination is Amsterdam. So we are now on the road, our road trip to Amsterdam, from Belgium to Amsterdam. Stay tuned, guys.